Razor page, and this is a second Razor page of your application, and we want to send some data from this page to the second page. So an example I'll give you. Let us suppose a user logs on in this page, password and all he enters here, and he is authenticated also, and upon authentication it is found that his subscription is going to expire in the next 2 months, and we want to show this small information on the next page momentarily. Maybe when the page is refreshed, that information should go away. We just want to present a small warning message to him. So how do we do this? One traditional way is to use a query string. When we redirect from this page to the other page, we will add some query string parameter is equal to message, and then read that message on the new page. But that will unnecessarily make your URL lengthy. It is visible also, it doesn't look good also. The second method would be to use a session variable. Create some session variable and store the message. Let us say we create a session variable called X and store the message here, and read this session variable on the new page, and after reading maybe clear it away. This is one method of doing it. But this method of session and clearing it away, it requires you to add some code. So it might be a bit like it is possible, and we have been doing it in past also. But there is a better way of doing all this. This better way is called TempData. So let me explain about TempData first. TempData is used to store information, and this information remains within this TempData. TempData is a, let us say, collection, or it is a dictionary. This information will stay in this TempData till that information is read or extracted. So if you store some information on the first page and you extract it on the second page, the moment you extract it, that information will automatically be cleared away. And if you do not read it on the next page and maybe read it on the third page, then it will be available on the third page. If you haven't read it, it will stay in memory, but it disappears only when you read it. So this is the property of TempData. Now let us see how this TempData is created and how this TempData is read. And I will show you a sample application in a moment. So let me first of all show you how this TempData is actually created. For creating a TempData, this is your backing class. Let us suppose this is your backing class. In this backing class, mark a property with an attribute TempData, and let us say the property is public string some message and then get set. When you mark this property as TempData, this property is automatically added to the TempData dictionary. So this is how you declare a TempData type of variable. Now in some function, let us say fx, there is some function fx, and we would like to store some information into this msg. So there is as simple as writing msg is equal to hello, or you can store whatever object you want there. You can write msg is equal to hello, or maybe a complicated object can also be stored. Now this is how, as simple as that, mark a property TempData and put some data into it. It goes into TempData. Now on another page, how to read this? For reading this on the second page, what we do is we make a small check there on the Razor page if TempData dot contains key. This key is the same msg that we created there, but in double quotes. So if it contains there, then it's as simple as writing at TempData TempData followed by square brackets followed by the name of the key, and this will give you the display. The moment it is displayed, TempData MSG will be removed and any second attempt will fail. So this is how it operates. Now you can prevent it from going away. One way of preventing it from going away is to use the peek method. How do you use? Instead of writing this, you write at TempData dot peek. This is a function. Pass the name of the key as parameter. This will give you this will display the value contained in MSG, and this will display, but it will not remove it. This peek is the function.